Sounds good. From Brunswick's own Glendale, we are here for the title match of today's JBT event. He's back. The JBT's GOAT, Cortez Schenk. Dominated the field, looking to capture yet another JBT title, but he's going against the defending bowler of the year in Lucas Rabb. So, current bowler of the year versus the greatest of all time on our tour. Should be a good match. Lucas has already started double spare, and Tez, wow, I thought that looked good, but he misses that little baby split to fall behind by 19 pins through 3 frames. On the other side, brand new rookie Austin Penny is looking to make it 1-for-1 in his JBT career, but he's going up against an interesting guy in Cesar Padilla, who has been oh so painfully close to winning that first career title. Has 3 career second place finishes and would love to finally break through that win. He's got to win by 23 to tie, 24 to win, and he's already opened in the first versus Austin Spare, so he seems determined to make it as hard on himself as possible. Second straight frame, Tez got a little wiggle at the break point there to leave himself another tricky spare. He goes dead flat, hard and straight at these spares. That's a real good idea. Minimize the chop possibilities, and nicely done at the spare, but Rabb looks pretty locked in. I think he's going to give Tez all he can handle. Lucas qualified second today at plus 226 and won the semifinal match. 233 to 205 over Christian Roquet. Haven't seen C-Rock in a while. Good to see him back in the top 4. Christian beat Josh Mabry in round 1. So many bowlers use the mega power game today. Not this guy. As smooth a style as you're going to see. A little funky on the follow through that time, but got the job done. Send him to pit. Yeah. Guys who can do that foul line adjustment and they know they're a little late or a little early and actually adjust at the point of release are always amazing to me. So that's a great talent to have. 7 career titles for Rabb. As we said, the current bowler of the year. That golden voiced thing you heard in the distance was Matsui. That's got it.
A little wet dry today.
Very, very wet dry. That cliffed term that's so popular to say these days was definitely in play. The surface here plays pretty tight anyway. So when you put up a high volume pattern like we did today, a Great Wall of China, there is a Great Wall of Oil right now. Said wall is quite oily. It's still a high ratio stand left, throw right type of pattern, but the scores weren't quite as high as other tournaments where we've used this pattern because of the surface. People forget how much of a variable that is. And you see that ball was a good 3 or 4 boards left and had no chance of recovering. Lucky to leave just the 5, but he also had a chance to put Tez way behind and did not accomplish that. Giving Tez 1 chance is usually a bad idea. Giving him 2 chances is often deadly, but he's got to make a move himself right now as he went light his last 2 frames.
Ball change works. It's a game.
That sounded good.
Yeah.
Crack went the pins. Tez might be older, but he is still his own toughest critic as he gives himself a little head shake there, saying, why didn't I do that sooner? Cesar, conversely to Rabb, the modern mega power 2-handed game, holds that follow through and dices that rack. That's 4 in a row, which is great, but the problem is Penny has come on super strong after getting a big break to get here to have spare 3 in a row himself. Great adjustment by Schenk. That's kind of how you win 493 titles. It's actually 093. Still, almost more than 2nd and 3rd on our all-time list put together. Hard to quantify the dominance he's had over the years. Make it 4 in a row for Penny. Austin shoulda, coulda lost the first match of the stepladder finals against Corbin Hirsch. He got a reprieve to squeeze by that match by a couple pins, and then has been nailed since then with a semifinal win over AJ Imperial, who won the U17 over Cesar today. Padilla's got to be thinking, what do I have to do to win one of these matches? He can't worry about what his opponent's doing. He's watching them too. Oh! Game changer there as he goes through the schnoz.
As soon as you plan that far right, you get one a little bit right, it's going to look.
Meanwhile, Rab answered with 10 in the pit himself. Lead's been cut to 9, can re-extend to 19 if he can double up in the 7th. Oh man, pretty ball. Pinch behind the head pin, ring and 10. See if he gives us any sort of shot at the split conversion. No, he'll take the 2 and a ginormous opportunity coming up here for the Dia. Matt, when do you think our last regular season visit to Mission Bell was, which I insist on calling this place?
Not for a while.
June 15th, 04.
Wow.
By far the JBT record for longest time period between regular season tour stops. Oh, it says they're not able to capitalize. But leaves the makeable spare. You gotta make your makeables when you're the guy giving pins.
Half the field wasn't even alive last time.
That's so very true. He'll lead by 3 on the scoreboard if he converts this, but again has 20 some odd to make up. 22 to make up.
Nice clear ball. Here they have that straight up. Always there. They have the slot machine ball.
Tez can take the lead in the next 2 frames.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Obviously a little bit stronger ball. He's able to keep that in the oil almost the entire time and still get it to face up. Scatters the rack. I think we'll be pretty close the rest of the way here. Lucas is lined into the pocket. It's just a matter of his carry. Once Tez finds the look, he can strike for infinity. 8th frame, working on 3 in a row. Bam, and he gets the hook stop too, so all of a sudden he went from having wobble at the break point to having an arrow at the break point. Got it lighted, scatters him, and he gets it just to roll out right in the 1-3, 4-bagger, big lead. Although this is Austin's first tournament, he's 21, he's got the right birthday so he can bowl this in next season. Where has he been for the first 2 decades?
Not here.
All of Arizona wants to know. Another Sandy protege. Covers up the spares. His spares were awful in game 1 and he got away with it. His spares have been great since then. Spare working for Rab in the 8th. Boy, he hits a lookout. Actually way better than that pin stood. But he hits that same wiggle, doesn't have the rev rate to bring it back, and look out.
Fast, speedy, and in. Not good on this.
Yeah, that's 3 wrongs do not make a right in this particular pattern. Right there. Boy, I'm surprised he threw the shot that bad. I didn't think that was going to happen.
Here it is.
That's a perfect shot from Penny. Penny looking to make some coin here. Thank you very much. Get your heart up, Mr. Stone. Gotta have it. Oh no! Wow. Chopping 610s or wrapping washouts, I'm not sure which is more infuriating as a bowler.
Yes.
That's it. Compounds an already bad frame with the unlucky break and big time trouble. He can shoot 213 if he strikes the next 4 shots. Ted's already pacing 217. Yikes. That's what that all adds up to. Meanwhile, Padilla double working, giant shot, 9th frame.
Yeah.
Boy, even with all that rev, you just see that puddle going all the way down the lane. Lucas with the classic over adjustments. And ball change? Oh man. That's going to about seal Rab's fate. Padilla's got to make his spare here. Look out. Wow. It is Badger at about 50 feet right down there right now, and that is a giant mistake from Padilla. He's the type of kid who thinks about it too. He doesn't put the losses out of his head. Ah, there you go. Nicely done. All right. That keeps Tez honest there. He's got a mark.
Get out. I wouldn't call that.
Penny trips the 4 and bang. It's too good, folks. Win or lose, the best thing that happened is he still appears to have his actual original thumb on his hand. That's been debatable lately, as his thumb has just been a meat hook. Last couple of tournaments, Masters included. He says he had finally got his pitches worked out, where he doesn't expect that to be as much of a problem as it's been.
Cover it up.
He made a great comeback at Masters, but it probably cost him the match against Jacob. Ain't nothing costing him this match. Gets a little wiggle, ball change, back 7. Notch, title number 94. So he's 20 years old. He's got other things to do besides JBT, and I don't blame him at this point, but will he make enough cameos to get to 100?
I think so.
I think that'll be an interesting bet. There's some interesting how many wins will certain people get in sports right now.
You got to think, if anything, he's always got the alumni tournaments.
That's true.
And then the anniversary tournaments.
That's true. You're never done winning titles. We count titles even as an adult.
Yeah, good point.
I'd want to see 100 as a true youth, though. True JBT eligible. That would require 6 more in a year and a half. Absolutely. He wins. Absolutely, yeah. If he decides that that's a goal, there's no question. He could do it by Tuesday if he sets his mind to it. Pretty impressive. No, right when I said I thought Lucas wouldn't miss again, he hasn't even been close the rest of the time. There's just a puddle down the lane on both pairs here, clearly. So Penny opened in his 10th for 210. Caesar's going to strike out for 224, which, as he well knows, is not enough. Austin Penny's going to walk in and get his first title, and Caesar is going to be unfunded. Enjoy your next hour, sir, is what I'm trying to say. So I talked to Caesar's dad to my left here. It's a quality game, 220 scratch. Can't fault him. 240 to 231 is the final over there. 237 from Cortez, and what's he at? 192, 190 something from Lucas. U17 went to AJ like we talked about, and the girls scratch went to Emily Cheeseman with a win over Eileen Linares. I can translate that for you. What he just said was, stupid, stupid handicap. Give my boy more handicap. We didn't win your scratch title match today either, so I don't want to hear it. There you go. Great job out of all of our finalists. Thanks to Mission Bell for hosting us for the first time since most of these kids have been alive. Matt, thank you for your insightful additions to the evening. Leia, thanks for saying absolutely nothing over there. But this guy's got 90. This guy's got 94 and a thumb.
B3.
Look at that.
B3.
B3 indeed. That's code for something really exciting. We'll talk about that next time.